Dun 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 dun. Today we're taking a look at AANY, guys. This thing's going to the moon right now. I'm a little late to the party. It just popped. Oh my God, there's bugs everywhere. So we just had a big move happen on AANY today. It's up 30%. I bought $9 calls just on this last dip, and we're looking for a move. I'm gonna break it down here for you guys. Just gotta get this going. So we'll let a few more people get in here, and then we will break down this move on AANY right now. So let's see if we can get a few more people in here, and then we will start partying. Here. So let's go. Let's go. I don't understand either. I'm really upset right now too about this freaking crap, man. What's poppin'? Everybody's getting in here. How many people we got watching right now? We got 9 people. Hey, it's perfect. We're popping off here. Let's take a look at AANY. You can see AANY today here on the chart. Let's pull it up here. AANY up to $9.50 currently from the 650 area yesterday, consolidating at that 650 area, pushing up there to 950 now, and you can see above $9. This is where I was buying those call options. We had previous resistance there as well, and that previous resistance turning into support right now on those 15-minute candles. So that's the type of price action we like to see, my friends. That's the type of price action we like to see. So the big thing about this move right now is there's news on the stock, there's a lot of hype, and there's also a small float. The stock itself, the last time I looked, I'm trying to figure out how many shares it has here. My internet and like everything is just literally dying on me right now. I don't know what's happening. It's not working. My whole world is just not working right now. But you can see this huge move here on AANY today. Let me get back over there. AANY, huge move up to the 942 area. If you're just now tuning in, welcome to the party. Trying to get this going. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm a one-man band here, people. I'm a one-man band, and I'm trying to set it all up and get it going here. I just woke up about 30 minutes ago. Took a look at what was moving. We had AANY making this big move. It squeezed all the way up here to the 942, 950 area. And again, making a new high, breaking above that 960. Looking at these smaller time frames here, look how beautiful this is. Very cup and handle-y. Very cup and handle looking right now. So we should see maybe a little bit more of a pullback. Maybe pull back that $9 area, and then we look to test that $10 area later on today. And yeah, we'll get this thing going. So a little bit of a pullback right now. Like I said, I know that there's a small float here on this thing, so we know that. Like I don't know why. Like literally, my internet is just everything is like lagging and so slow right now. Oh, it's a little painful. Just a little painful. It's really painful too because I'm trying to update the thumbnail on this right now because the thumbnail is terrible. I got a new thumbnail, but it won't post. All right, so again, guys, the AANY right now up there to 960. Like I said, oh my gosh, why is this so difficult? 5-minute topping tail here on AANY right now, somebody just said. So we got this move right now going on 950 area, looking for a push up to the $10 area or higher. You can see here on the daily chart on AANY, look at this thing just making a move. We previously had this big gap in the chart. That gap got filled. It pulled back to the 350 area here, and you can see today up there to $9.41. So for me right now, I'm really watching to see if this can obviously get to the $10 area. And like I said, we know, oh my gosh, my internet right now, I'm really apologize for this, guys. My internet just does not want to work. It's just like having all types of issues right now. Oh, come on, people. Help me help you. Why is this happening? Yeah, 17 million share float. So we know there's a small float here on AANY. That's why I'm looking into this play. That's why I'm looking for the move. And yes, I do agree. I do feel like it's a little bit of a chase, but we know one thing. We know that recently that the squeeze plays, that these big massive moves have happened over and over the past few days. We've had a lot of momentum in the market and a lot of people buying these plays. And you know, I feel good about those $9 calls right now. My entry, my exit here at the 860, 850 area was my entry. So my stop loss really on this trade is going to be right below that 840 area there, or even maybe 920, this area here. So my stop loss is here, my entries here, stop loss is there, my entries right here, and we're looking for a push up above $10 for those $9 calls. So we'll see what happens. We've seen SPRT, we've seen AN, we've seen SPRT, we've seen what was the last one? Why is this so difficult right now? What was the last stock we traded? BBIG, sorry. BBIG, all making big moves, all looking very top heavy at some point. And that's the thing about this is, like with SPRT, when I was buying the $20 call option on the SPRT, it was already up so big. And that was, really kind of the interesting spot we were at. So, like I said, let's see if we can kind of pull back. We are looking very kind of cup and handle move here. We pull back the $9 area. We consolidate. It's still early in the day. I mean, it's only noon. We still got plenty of time here on AANY as this gets going and as people get all excited for this move. So, yeah, let's see what happens here, and we'll give it a little bit of time. I just want to put this video out because instead of me making a video and recording it and then editing it and then posting it and wasting time, I wanted to get this video out as soon as possible. So anybody who, back when I was trying to go live here on YouTube, back when it was under $9, but had some technical difficulties here. But we're going live. Checking out stock twits over here as well, seeing what's popping off. You can see BBIG down today, and then we got some other stuff moving on. I'm going to post about the AANY stream right now. If you guys are just now tuning in, do me one favor, hit that like button, subscribe, all the buttons down below. Let's go. Can we get a $10 break on AANY? $10 break. Let's go. Cup and handle looks like it played out already on the daily. True, but hey, like I said, I agree with people who think that this play is, we're kind of hitting the top of it. But knowing how we've had so much momentum in the market with all of the plays recently, BBIG, SPRT, everybody kind of looking for these big short squeeze opportunities. Everybody getting very, very excited. Like, oh, everything's going to the moon. $1 million coming up. $1,000 is the next target for these plays. So everybody's, we're living in a world of euphoria right now. So like I said, I'm not in love with the entry here. Obviously, we would have loved to have gotten in on the 650 area here on AANY. We talked about AANY yesterday on the live stream. So it, it's not a secret. You guys should all know about it. We talked about it and got this out there for you guys. But I wanted to get this video out, like I said, just to talk about AANY up there in the 926 area. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Like I said, we should maybe get a pullback here, the $9 area, kind of get this cup and handle move here. Get a pullback to the 9. Maybe we consolidate at 9. And then by the end of the day, look for that push up there to $10. Like I said, that $9 call options for me, I was buying them back there below $9. So obviously that's bullish for me, and I want to see this push up and hold that $9 area and squeeze up there. I think my calls also expire, I think like September 17th. So am I back streaming daily? No, I'm definitely not going to stream daily, but if I'm going to enter a trade, or I'm going to have a hot stock that I see moving like AANY today, I'm going to try to go live on YouTube to talk about that stock or talk about my play. Instead of making a video, like if I make a video and I edit a video and I post it, in 5 hours from now, it doesn't really help you guys. If AANY goes to $11 by the end of the day, well, then it's going to be too late. Everyone's going to say, well, you should have told me earlier. So that's why I'm going to go live and make these videos if I see something that's popping off here and getting a move here. So right now, AANY at that 920 area. Like I said, we're kind of erring on the side of caution here because we had this insane move already. I'm in at this 850 area with $9 call options, and we'll see if we can push up to that $10 area there, into the day. Like I said, there's obviously with any trade you're going to take, there's that risk to reward. I'm feeling pretty good about my risk to reward here, buying at that 860 area on those call options. And then, really kind of risking off 820 for that's the way I look at it. For me, that's really the way that I'm trading right now is I'm looking for stocks that have low floats. I'm looking for stocks that have momentum, and I'm looking for stocks that have options as well. And you might wonder, why do I care about this stock having options? For me, it's like I could buy two $9 call options for $250 a piece. So I'm in for $500. I'm risking $500 total. That's like if, even if the stock goes to zero, the most that I can lose is $500. Where if I buy 1,000 shares of the stock, I'm risking $9,000. If it goes down $1, then I'm going to lose $1,000. So with the options, I'm able to leverage options and use those options to trade these moves on these bigger stocks. You know, it's hard to trade. You can't, a lot of times you won't find options on, you know, like the low float stocks that like Ross Cameron and those guys trade. But when there's these plays like SPRT and AANY and BBIG, when there are options on those plays, it really does give me an opportunity to, you know, capitalize and get this going. So we'll see. Right now, AANY trying to bounce off this $9 area, a little bit of a pullback, kind of a cup and handle that we're seeing here right now. Someone's talking about TSRI. We got a halt. Look at this thing. What in the world? There's like no volume on this thing. TSRI. I don't know. I would definitely not trade this thing until there's some serious volume. Why is it halted? Why is TSRI halted, Ken? Ken Ludlow, tell us why. Zoom up to 295. We talked about this one yesterday. It almost pushed all the way to $300. Those $300 call options. Looking for a move by the end of the week up here to the $300 area on Zoom as well. You can see this big, massive crash down on Zoom. We pulled back to that 290 area, and that 290 area is just acting as support so strong there. So looking for a move back to the $300 area by the end of day on Friday for those $300 call options. But right now, really kind of just looking here at AANY for this $9 area to hold. If we can't hold $9, like I said, my stop loss on this trade is going to be the 820 area. I think it's pretty cut and dry at this point. I've had some really good days lately. I've had, you know, some really good profits on SPRT. I had some really good profits on BBIG. Had some good profits on AMC as well. That's what's amazing. I've been making money across the board. Ethereum going to the moon. Solana going to the moon. We've had some amazing moves in cryptocurrency. So I'm just kind of cruising right now, and I feel good. I feel like I'm in the zone. But the one thing we know is when you start getting crazy, when you start getting in that zone, you got to remember to yourself, you know, hey, don't go chasing waterfalls, baby. Don't go chasing waterfalls. So AANY right now, looking for a push up here. Ideally, what we would get is kind of a base here at the $9.20, $9 area, and then we just get another big squeeze and push up to that $10 level from there. I think that's very, very doable here today, especially with momentum in the market. You can see other day AANY making kind of a similar move here, a little bit more of a pullback there on the chart, but we had a little, yeah, it's a pullback there. But if you look here today on the 5-minute chart, the one thing that I'm worried about, I think someone also expressed this in the chat, was, you know, we're really far off the EMAs right now. And if you look at the chart here on the 15-minute chart, this stock definitely likes to ride the EMAs at some point. You've had this big move the other day. It pulled back the EMA at the end of the day, consolidated on the EMA for 2 days, and then we got this next big breakout. But I think we got potential here. We got potential to move. It's definitely a bigger breakout today from the 650 area up there to 950 compared to the other day from 520 up there to 750. So we'll see if it can hold. I think that $9 area is going to be a key area to really watch. If you're trading AANY, if you're trying to buy the dip, I would definitely keep an eye on that $9 area for a dip buy. If you're going to be buying the dip, definitely buy the dip, right? When I was buying this, I was buying here at the 850, 860 area for buying those call options on that pullback from the highs at 950. You know, I don't want to be buying up here at the 950 area when I see that there's obviously that resistance there, the big wick on that 15-minute candle. So was kind of just waiting and watching, and we had that nice little pullback. We consolidated, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to jump in here for that move up to the $10 area being the next level. So over 10 would, you know, obviously push us to 11 and higher. If you look at the daily chart here, there's really not much in resistance at this level. So our last resistance really was all the way back here at this 850 level, which I like because guess what? That's where I entered at. Enter at an 850 area. Well, and there we go. And looking for this break up there to $10. So we have like a gap in the chart here as well. That kind of got filled there before. And I was looking if there was any more gaps, but this is kind of an interesting stock as well, AANY. I think it's like an SPAC with crypto mining, or who really knows anymore. It's funny because half the time I trade stocks that I have no idea what they do, what the business is, or anything like that. You know, we're trading this chart, we're trading momentum, we're trading hype, and you know, we're getting in, we're getting out, taking profit as we go. I mean, AANY, BBIG, I don't think anyone really knows what these companies do. I don't think anyone has an idea what these companies actually do. So, you know, we're trading momentum and trading the action when we get it. The volume is the key thing too. I think a lot of people forget about, you know, like you know, like this stock we just looked at. What did we just look at? What was it? TSRI. I mean, look at the volume on this thing. There's just absolutely no volume. I mean, on these candles here, you got 2,000 shares traded, 700 shares traded. Like this is not the type of action that you can trade as a day trader. You just can't do it. You know, buying these dips, I mean, who really knows? I mean, what are you going to do at this point? Look at this thing. Look at it. TSRI, it's up huge right now, unhalted at the $16 level. But I mean, look at the volume. There's absolutely no volume on this thing. The spread right now is insane as well. So, interesting. Somebody said they're shorting AMC and they're down. You're down $150,000 shorting AMC. How did you get into that predicament? It's really hard to know exactly like where, you know, what your plan is. But look at this, guys, on AMC. I'm not going to dive into AMC too much here, but look how this move has happened so far on AMC. This is playing out like literally T for T, hitting those key levels of resistance, the key levels that we've drawn. Like these yellow lines that we drew on the chart, we drew like I think weeks ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago, we drew these lines. We talked about these key levels on AMC. And I know everyone's getting so excited, like, oh my God, AMC is ready to go to the moon. But if you look at this move here, like this still just has not really broken over a key level, being that $48, $50 level here on AMC. So there still is potential this retest this $40 level here. And then, you know, I'm going to be looking at AMC if it retests that $40 level and holds, because I would like to see, if I'm going to buy call options on AMC, I want to see a move like this where we retest that 40 level. And then look how this went from 36 up there to 48 on that move there. So we know, you know, obviously there's potential if it gets moving again. But the problem is, do we retest this $40 level right now? AMC right in the middle of this channel as well. So it's definitely an interesting spot. People are asking, should you sell if you have AMC stock? I mean, like we're right in the middle. So you pretty much can just flip a coin at this point, you know? You can just flip a coin. You know, just take a coin and flip it at this point, because it's really a crapshoot at that point, especially when we're in the middle of that channel. We're above the EMAs right now. We're kind of consolidating. Yesterday we got denied at the 48, but we're really kind of watching this level here. We got the EMAs all at the bottom supporting it. You can see the last time we were kind of in that EMA area, we kind of went sideways, consolidated, broke back above it, and then made that push up to the 48. But as long as AMC, like I keep saying this, as long as AMC is below $50, I'm not going to get excited. I'm not touching AMC until we break over 50 or we get back down here to the $40 level, we consolidate, and we show some strength. Like I would like to see this pull back to 40, and then I want to see a big spike in volume, which you can see here. Look at this spike in volume. You had this big spike in volume on the hourly chart there, right there on that big spike there. And then look how the volume's kind of tapered off through this sell-off move. We had another little spike in volume there. But in general, like I want to see this kind of volume taper. Let's get a pullback to the 40, get a big spike in volume, then buy call options. And then it's like we gotta break over 48 at that point. I mean, we're gonna get a triple? We're kind of like almost to a quadruple top here. You know, previously getting stuck there at 46, getting stuck at 48, getting stuck at 48. We're going for the quadruple break, bro. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Definitely an interesting move so far on AMC the last few days or weeks or whatever. It's just like this thing just does not want to go. And let me get some action. Let me get some moves, baby. So ANY, like we said, pulling back that $9 area here on the dot right there. $9 on the dot. The low on that candle there, 901 on the dot, my friends. On the freaking dot here. Let's go. I'm all the way up today. If you guys haven't already, do me one favor. Hit that like button, subscribe button. We're live on YouTube talking about the hottest stocks. I'm going to try to do this more often, so make sure you hit that bell notification, because that way, instead of me making a video at the end of the day and talking, you know, about a stock that's already made a big move, I'm going to try to go live here on YouTube to talk about it. If I see an opportunity, if I'm going to trade it, you know, I'm going to kind of go live here on YouTube to break it down while it's happening, instead of making a recap at the end of the day. And I think you guys are going to enjoy those videos much more than me just making a recap at the end of the day, because I made a recap the other day of that options trade where that was the best options trade I've ever had my entire life on BBIG in terms of the, you know, the return, the entry. I mean, I was never in the red on that trade ever. I entered the trade and it was literally just green. So I was happy about it. I was stoked. I thought it was cool, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. You can see the candles right here on ANY right now. A lot of resistance here. So now we're kind of looking, this would be, you know, our ideal kind of setup breakout. We break out of this downward trend. That's one thing that I've done a lot recently as well with my trading is I've really focused on entries when we are getting a breakout of a downward trend. I talked about this yesterday as well with the hammer candles. But in general, you know, I think it's very, very simple and easy as a trader to look at this and be like, okay, if you're looking for an entry right now on ANY, where's your entry? Your entry is simple. You get a breakout of this downward trend, that's your entry. Very similar to this move earlier. Look at that. Again, we have this downward trend. That's our entry on this candle here. We break, boom. You know what I mean? That is the entry. So ANY, if you're looking at ANY right now, it really comes down to just breaking out of this downward trend and then making that next leg higher. So that is the, you know, the way to look at it, you know, for an entry. I think for a day trade, I think you can't go wrong really, you know, having a setup like this where you're entering the break, you're putting your stop loss at a key level, and you're letting the trade work. And right now, that $9 area looking like she's getting close to breaking through here. Looking real close to breaking through. ANY at that $9 area right now. What else is popping off? Let's look. Oh, that didn't even go through. I tried to, no wonder this live stream is dead right now. My internet is literally just I don't know what is happening on my internet. It's really frustrating, to be honest. I just want to make money. You know, I'm over here just trying to make some money. Instead, I'm over here dealing with internet drama. And like this thing just not doing what it needs to do. ANY below $9 now. Oh my. Like literally my computer's frozen. I'm over it. Like look, post, go, won't even go. Can anybody else share this for me? Share it on Instagram, share it everywhere, post it. Okay, we're live, now the world knows we're live. And then the thumbnail, why does this thumbnail keep doing this? It's not the thumbnail that I want. Oh my God. I need an assistant. Anybody want to come live in Hawaii and be my personal assistant and manage my streams and all this fun stuff? I feel like that would be fun. Be really fun to have a personal assistant that I just wake up in the morning and that could be fun. I get somebody to live with me. I wake up in the morning. They already have the charts pulled up. They've already got the technical analysis laid out there, and then I make the call. You know, then I put the money to work. Patrick Wieland's hedge funds coming to a store near you really soon. That would make for some great content. I need to find me a assistant here. Maybe somebody who's really good at math as well. Like maybe a math genius. That'd be great. What's up with SoFi? S-O-F-I. SoFi Technologies. Up to the $14 area. Again, this is one of those stocks that really has no volume on it. And it's just really hard to trade. When there's no volume, the thing is if I buy here at $14.85 and there's no volume, look how this thing can just drop. Like this move here from $14.60, it just drops. You know, so Outlaw River Rentals. We could rent kayaks here on the North Shore for sure. No doubt about that. Definitely some good opportunities to rent some kayaks here in Hawaii. If you guys are if you're serious about becoming my personal day trading assistant, hit me up in the email or let me know. We'll figure it out. It would be cool though. It would actually make a lot of sense to have somebody doing that, you know, because I wake up in the morning and sometimes I need a little bit of motivation. Right now, ANY, again, guys, like I said, this downward trend, if you're looking to enter ANY, I don't think there's really any point entering until we break out of this downward trend. Even if we bounce off this 860 area here, we break off of 860, it's still like, okay, you know, let's get this break to the upside, and then we can enter for that momentum. So ANY right now at the $9 area. Pretty clear to see kind of what's going on right now. We got the support here at the 860. We got support at the 880. You know, we consolidated 880 for a minute too. So really you can go like that. If you really wanted to look for a breakout here of this downward triangle that we're in, that would be your opportunity. So do I look at RSI? I never look at RSI. I think RSI is the biggest scam of all the indicators because number one, when you have a hot stock like ANY, this thing can be overbought all day long. Like it can literally just be overbought all day long. The key, I made a video talking about RSI in the past as well. The key for RSI is entering trades, exiting trades based on the RSI going from overbought to oversold, or being oversold to overbought. Like when something goes from oversold to overbought, that's bullish. Not vice versa. When something breaks through that oversold or overbought line on the RSI chart, we can pull up RSI on this. Let's do it. RSI. So, all right. If you look here, this is a 5-minute chart. I like to look at the bigger time frames when I'm looking at the RSI for sure. But like right now, if this can hold the $70 level here on the RSI chart, this would be bullish. We want to see this hold and then push up here to 80. What we don't want to see is this to break to the downside and then start to move to the bottom of this channel, because then we know it's selling off, and we can just continue to sell. Like the RSI can go to oversold and they continue to sell all day. So that's also the thing. I see people that are talking about, oh, I'm gonna buy this stock because it's oversold, or I'm gonna sell this stock because it's overbought. And I just think that's just, you can't really trade off of that way. And I see there's a lot of YouTubers out there that will literally enter trades because they believe a stock is oversold, or they'll sell a stock because they believe a stock is overbought. And I just think that's just kind of ludicrous. Absolute ludicrous. Like, let's look at a stock recently. We'll look at BBIG. BBIG made a huge move the other day. And if you look here at the RSI on this move, like this, there we go. I'm trying to find like a consistent move. Here we go. This is better. All right. So the other day, look how we are in overbought. We are overbought basically all day there on BBIG. Like pretty much at that $70 level all day long. So if you would have, in the morning, if you would have saw BBIG, right? If you would have saw BBIG at the $3 level or at 350, guess what? It was overbought. It was overbought in the RSI level at that point. And it went from $4 up here to $4.60, all while being overbought. And then it went all the way up here to $6, pretty much all while being overbought. But you can see it had a little dip here, and then kind of that break back to the upside being overbought. And look at it. Look at this move. It went green, 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 green for 15, those are 15-minute candles for almost over an hour. And, that's really something to think about. Like when you're trading these types of stocks, these big moves, I just don't think you can't base a trade plan for these stocks based off RSI. You just can't do it. And look at that right now. I mean, we're bouncing, baby, off that 70 level there on RSI, up there from $9. This could be the break that we're looking for here on ANY. If we get this break over 913, we push up here to 10. Let's go, baby. Let's go. If anyone is reading this, try Ripster's EMA clouds. Is that a thing? Can I pull that up? Let me look. Ripster's. Oh. Are you Ripster? Oh, man, I got to upgrade. What? If I'll take away that indicator, right? How do I get rid of the RSI indicator? I'm gonna get rid of this one. Ripsters. Woo! Whoa. So what's the premise here of these EMA clouds? Is there a thought process here that I should be thinking? I guess, inside of this, I guess these clouds are giving us a better idea kind of where we're entering, exiting in terms of buying. You can see this thing pulling back to the bottom of that cloud right now. Somebody just posted this on the chat box. I like it. It's cool. I need to kind of do a little bit more research on it, but definitely interesting. I want to see what it looks like on some bigger stocks. We'll look at like Zoom. Okay, I like it. So then what's that orange cloud up there? What's the orange cloud? Huh. So wait, is this? So they got a 9. You got a 9 EMA. I guess maybe it doesn't work like that. Do I need to get rid of these EMAs? Is that a better way to do it? and just use the clouds. Orange is neutral. What's green? Boom, 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 going to the moon. Ripster uses clouds. So if you're wondering, we are using tradingview.com. I've been using this just because I feel like it's been a lot easier for me charting and stuff. Okay. And then what? So the pink, what's the pink line do? This is kind of cool. You guys are literally showing me a new indicator right now here live on YouTube. So what we got, so we're saying what? The pink line is kind of not moving, and then the red line would be a downward trend. Probably the way to look at it. AQST. Keenan Grace bought puts. Oh gosh. Again, it's like this is what basically proves that these YouTube trading idiots out there have no idea what they're doing. Like, I would never touch this with options or anything. There's just no volume on it. There's absolutely no volume on the stock. It's just not worth it. Red is down, green is up. Need volume. Don't pump stocks to your YouTube with no volume on them, you know? Just don't do that. I feel like it's just wrong. It's just wrong, man. So wrong. But a lot of YouTubers have no problem doing it. The problem too is, like I said, with the volume, with no volume, it's just like it's almost impossible sometimes to get out of a stock for, you know, the level that you want to get out. The thing about AANY is we got a lot of volume on this thing. You can see this candle, the 15-minute candle right here. We've got, how much we got? We've got, how much volume? We've got 179,000. We got 100,000. We got 100. We got 85,000. I mean, there's not like this isn't a maximum amount of volume, but definitely, you know, something that we want to be looking at with volume on this stock. AANY, look at this downward trend as well in the volume here on the 15-minute chart. Can you guys see that? So we got a lot of kind of things lining up right now in terms of that downward trend wise. We got the volume downward trend. We got this price action downward trend. So it'll be interesting to see, do we get a breakout here? We got three candles in a, we had three candles. We had three red candles in a row. We had two candles with this top wick here, top wick. And right now, looking for that $9 level. It's 12, what time is it? 12:21. So this 15-minute candle still has another 10 minutes on it, basically. So the thing is, I talked about this the other day as well in the video. This 15-minute candle could easily just, you know, sit here at the bottom for the first 10 minutes of the day, or the first 10 minutes of the, you know, of the candle forming. And then all of a sudden, the last 5 minutes, it just squeezes to the moon. And you're like, holy shit. You know, it just went crazy. So you really got to wait for these. If you're going to be trading the 15-minute time frame, I like to enter trades on the 15-minute time frame at the close, you know, or at the very least right where we're closing at, you know, at that key level we're looking to close. I want to see that candle show me, you know, an entry, and not just be like, hey, like right now the problem is, look at this. We are pretty much, you know, on this 15-minute chart, you can see we're pretty much like a doji there on that 15-minute candle at that $9 level. So the problem is, if I enter here, like I don't know where this 15-minute candle is going to close, where it's going to go. It could go to 950, it can go to 850 before it closes. So you really got to kind of look at that. So for that setup, I'd really have to look at a smaller time frame, and that's exactly what we got going on right now. This $9 level here, looking at the 5-minute time frame here on AANY, this thing trying to push up here again and get moving. I'm like, gotta blow my nose. Ugh. Ugh. Blow my nose. Woo! Honky honky. I also need to, other than having an assistant, I need a hair and makeup as well. Get my hair and makeup done in the morning before I go live on YouTube with my 100,000 and 51,000 subscribers. I gotta look good for you people. Look at that move up there so far on AANY, trying to push up here. But again, let's look. 15-minute chart. It's looking better so far, but we still got 7 minutes here on this 15-minute candle. So that's Something to think about. Is it still good to invest in any since I just got here? I mean, I'd much rather. It would have been better to buy it at 9, 5 minutes ago, but we'll see what happens here if it wants to push up. Right now, for me, ANY, I've got $9 call options. You were at 9.21. I bought those $9 call options when we got this pullback here to the 860 area on ANY. We had the breakout back up there to the 960. I'm looking for $10 or more today. And the reason for that is, number one, we have a small float. Number two, we have a lot of hype in these stocks right now, in these squeeze plays. Does that mean it's going to work out? Obviously, it does not guarantee anything, because we know, as you know, with trading in general, these things can go up really quickly and they can crash down even quicker. So we've got to kind of, play this with the air of caution, just a little bit of caution on this play, because we know it's already ran up huge on the day. And if we look back on the chart as well, we've seen some big pops and some drops in the chart as well. So right now, I would feel like this is definitely a different move than that previous move on the chart. We had this huge move from the 350 area up there to a high around 650. I think this is a different type of pump, where if you look here, we got a lot of volume through this move. We had this big pump. We went from $3 or $5 up there to 750. We pulled back, but again, we reclaimed that and we pushed, and then we had that kind of, I would say, kind of like a weird bull flag there. I don't love that there was all that, the wicks on the tops there, but still had that big massive move now there on ANY up above $9. So there's a lot of hype in the market right now. There's a lot of FOMO, and well, the initial cloud breaking up or down in the cloud signals the possible reversal. Okay. So like on this one, I mean, this is like pretty much green clouds forever on the daily chart, back since June. So interesting. Definitely interacting interacting very nicely right now with that cloud here. If you're just now tuning in, we're using this thing. Somebody talked about it in the chat. It's called Ripster EMA clouds. It's free, I think, if you go to tradingview.com and sign up for an account. Maybe it's not free, but in general, if you have TradingView, if you're paying for TradingView, you can definitely get this, and it's called Ripster EMA clouds, and that's what we're seeing right here. I'm still kind of learning as we go. So we're looking at that green line there on the chart. We got the 850 level as our level of support right now that we're watching. For me personally, I am already in at that 850, 860 level. So my stop loss here is going to be right below this 15-minute candle, being that 820 level there. So that's what we're watching right now. It's looking like we want to get going again. If we can push above 950, we're definitely going to see $10 a day. We're going to see $10. I'm going to just put it out there into the universe. $10 is coming. Obviously, this is not financial advice, so please do not make any financial decisions based on the information from this video. But, you guys, I'm giving you all the tools that you need to make that decision for yourselves. And I think at the end of the day, that's all it really comes down to. Like, if you're going to go on YouTube and just buy any stock that anyone talks about, like, you're never going to make any money. You're going to end up losing money in the long run. And, you really got to be able to look at these stocks and kind of pick your own battles at this point. So, cloud reversal. Okay, IO on the 3-minute chart and on the 5-minute chart, reversing below the cloud there. So now we're wondering, okay, does the cloud turn into resistance and this turns down? I'm still confused what the blue one and this one is and what this one. Are those, I guess, just different EMAs, right? Do I need 2 of these? Okay, I think it's better. I think I had 2 on there for some reason. Now we're good. All right, so I think you guys pretty much, you got the plan. I got the plan. That $9 area, we're looking to hold here on ANY today. That's the hot stock of the day. It's up like 30% right now on the day. We've seen some previous big movers like BBIG, SPRT that we talked about here on the channel. Alerted you guys, and that's that's the play. ANY, the market's hot for these plays right now, so that's why we're gonna look to play into that and look to make some money today. We've got some big moves in Bitcoin, Ethereum, cryptocurrency making some big moves recently, and well, here we are looking to make some big money today on ANY as well. I think I locked down like $1,300 in profit on Ethereum overnight holding that baby there. How often do I get a haircut? I normally get a haircut like every 2 weeks. I need to get a haircut more often, you know? Being a YouTube model celebrity thing, I gotta look good. I gotta look good for these videos. Woo! All right. So, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out from this. That was a breakdown. We got about a 45-minute break. I'm gonna try to make this a little bit quicker in the future, just so that you guys can have the video. But there we are. Right now, we have ANY breaking out of this downward trend, and we should look for a move. Let's look for that move up to the $10 area next. I'm putting it out there. I'm going to manifest it. $10. $10. $10. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I think as long as $9 can hold here and we get that pushed up later on, obviously, if we get that pushed up later on, yes. But in general, looking for this move here on ANY. The volume still, we haven't really seen a big spike in volume yet. We need to get that volume to come up here and give us confirmation that this wants to go higher. And I think we might get it. We've got about, this next candle, I think, should really be the deciding factor. I think we'll get the move. If we're gonna get the move here on ANY, I would say that move's gonna come within the next 15-minute candle. That's the way I look at it, or at least I would want it to be bullish and want to make that move on that 15-minute candle right then and there. So if you guys haven't already, do me one big favor, hit that like button, subscribe button, all the buttons down below. I will talk to you guys later on. ANY, it's the hot stock today to be watching, to be trading, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what's next. What's going to come next? Ooh, I'm kind of interested to see if this 15-minute candle just goes to the moon right here. See this volume come up. Let's see this volume come up. Let's see this spike. When am I moving back to Florida? I'm not sure I'm moving back to Florida just yet. I'm trying to figure my life out. They're making it really difficult in Hawaii to be non-vaccinated, which is just insane. Like, they're going to make it a point where I can't even go to the grocery store without being vaccinated, which, I just feel like that's just crazy. That's just some crazy talk. Like, you're going to restrict people from going to the grocery store unless you're vaccinated. I don't know. I think we're just getting to a point, man, where the world is just, we're living in this insane world and nothing makes sense anymore. BBIG, somebody asked, is it done? I talked about this yesterday. BBIG, I think that $8 area is a key level we want to see hold. We want to see BBIG, close above 8 today. Even if we go sideways, we have a little bit of red day. If we can hold that $8 level, that would set us up for tomorrow getting a nice squeeze up again to that $10 level. That's really kind of the play, I think. That $8 level needing to hold support there on BBIG and ANY here. Oh man, come on, let's get that volume. If I think, like I said, if we really can get that volume to spike up here, we should see $9.50, see $10. Maybe not in the next 15 minutes, but I think we can see $9.50 here pretty quickly if this volume comes in there and we get squeezing. So, yeah, there we go. Rock and roll, baby. Somebody asked if I ever played bankruptcy plays. I try to stay away from the bankruptcy plays. I've lost money in the past betting on bankrupt companies. I've learned that it's probably just not a very good idea. If a company has a rumor that they're going bankrupt, well, don't just go buy another stock, Patrick. Don't be an idiot, Don't be silly. The problem for BBIG right now is they had some warrants that people are going to exercise at the $9 level, and I think they're going to add like 6 million shares. So, yeah, Sun Edison. Don't go chasing waterfalls, my friends. I've done it. I've been there. I've lost lots of money on those bankrupt stocks. So, let's see what happens here. I really want to kind of see what happens on this 15-minute candle, but I also got things I need to do here. But here we go, pushing up. 9.30 now on ANY. If you bought there at $9, you're up 30 cents. Let's go. You're rich, baby. You're rich. Let's go. Looking for this push here. Like I said, volume. If we get the volume to come up here, this thing's going to go. We're going to push. We got the breakout now. Now we need the volume. We need the volume here. We get above this level. What's the level on that? The high on that candle, 942. The high on this candle, 964. So we got a little bit of resistance coming up, but we are pushing right now, baby. We're pushing. We're pushing. Let's push over 940 here, all right? Let's push over 940. High so far, 940. Push over 940. We get going. We get going here. Let's see what happens. ANY. That's the alert for the day, the breaking news alert here on ANY. If you guys haven't already, like I said, hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys later on. I'm gonna end this out right here, right now. AANY trying to go to $10 a day. Let's see if it happens. I'll talk to you guys.